Natural disasters can be devastating, not just for the people who lose their homes and possessions, but also for those who lose loved ones. In the aftermath of disasters like the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria, it's not just a matter of dealing with the immediate impact. Survivors also have to make arrangements for their loved ones who have passed away. For the majority of those affected by the disaster who are Muslims, religious leaders work with government officials to ensure that the correct burial rites are performed for those who have died. Islamic burial has a number of key aspects that are followed, even in times of natural disaster. A key principle in Islamic burials is that the body of the deceased is dealt with in a way that preserves its dignity, as well as respecting those who are grieving. After someone dies, members of the family and close friends take part in the funeral, which involves ritually washing the body 3 times in a process known as ghusl and wrapping it in white sheets known as the kafan. After the funeral prayer, male mourners will take turns carrying the body to its burial plot, chanting prayers or verses from the Quran as they do so. At the burial plot, the body is placed into the grave feet first with the face angled towards the Kaaba in the Muslim holy city of Mecca. An imam then concludes the funeral with a prayer for the deceased, and mourners leave the cemetery with the exception of one person who recites the Islamic call to prayer, or adhan, when the last person has left. Following the February earthquake, mass graves were dug as authorities struggled to keep up with the number of casualties. Members of the victims' families and humanitarian teams have tried to adhere to Islamic principles by marking graves with headstones and identifying bodies. During the mourning period, close family members and relatives tend to stay at home and refrain from wearing any luxurious or ornate clothing. Well-wishers will often visit the relatives at home, bringing with them food and offering their condolences. While natural disasters can be devastating, it's heartening to see that even in the midst of tragedy, people are able to come together to honor their loved ones and find solace in their traditions. I say goodbye to you with this dua that may Allah protect us from such calamities.